All right, I want to cover this one.
For the first time since he was arrested for second-degree murder, malicious wounding, and firearms charges, Tyler Chase Butler faced a judge this morning. The 27-year-old is ordered to stay in jail without bond after he was accused of shooting and killing 18-year-old Massaponic High senior Michael Bosworth.
Have a male with a gunshot wound to the chest.
The sheriff's office says Butler fired shots at Bosworth and two other teenagers because he thought they were breaking into his house along Mackenzie Lane in Fredericksburg. It happened around 3 a.m. Saturday. Here's neighbor Maria Sedlak.
I just woke up and all the house was flashing with blue lights.
I never understand why they do these interviews if it's so useless. They ask the neighbor, like, oh, what do you know? It's like, I woke up and there was flashing lights. Yeah, it's a murder investigation, bitch. I know you're going to see cops.
They're just gonna add a little bit something to razzle dazzle. You know what razzle dazzle is?
Court documents reveal a much different story. They say the two other teens who survived claimed they were playing the Ding Dong Ditch Challenge. It's a TikTok prank where kids try to kick a stranger's front door and run away.
That's not what Ding Dong Ditch is. Ding Dong Ditch is like, as you say in the title, you ding dong and you ditch, kicking the door in.
Stop. We have to talk about something. Did y'all just rebrand Nikki 9 Door?
Yes.
Is that what happened?
Nikki 9 Door thing is really it depends of where you are. Some people call it Nikki 9 Door. Some people call it Ding Dong Ditch. Depending of where you are, you have different names. So it was Ding Dong Ditch, but you ding dong.
Okay, I'm
and
ignorant.
you ditched.
My apologies.
And you ditched.
According to the detective, he and his friends had hit a couple of doors in the neighborhood. The juvenile is not familiar with the neighborhood that they were in. The juvenile said as they were running from a residence, he and his friends were shot at.
Did they kick on your door, do you know?
Not on ours.
But you know down
other
here.
neighbors, yes.
The case has sparked a big debate in the Spotsylvania community.
I just feel like it was very unfortunate all the way around. I feel sorry for the parents, but I also feel sorry for my neighbors. If someone came, kicking on my door, like front door, back door, wherever door, we will have been protecting our house too.
Bosworth's family didn't want to go on camera, but his stepfather tells WSA 9 he was a kid who loved to play lacrosse. He was getting ready to graduate with aspirations of joining the U.S. Marine Corps. Butler now has a preliminary hearing scheduled in June. He was assigned a public defender this morning. Meantime, friends of Michael Bosworth held a vigil for him last night with the message, "Justice for Mikey."
Did they mention what time this happened at?
Good report.
3 a.m.
No.
It happened around 3 a.m. Saturday. Here's neighbor Maria said.
No.
Free my nigga.
No, yeah, free him. 3 in the morning.
Free him. It's 3 in the morning. You're not even ding dong dishing. You're caving in people's door. What's up?
Okay, you guys said free him, or the people who are saying a vigil, justice for him. He already got his justice. You fucking dumbass.
3 in the morning.
You're a fucking dumbass.
No.
This is not a prank. It is not a prank to run up to people, brandish a knife, terrorize them, and run off for TikTok. That's not a prank. That's a crime. Okay? You guys went in this neighborhood and you terrorized people in the middle of the night. Now, a lot of you guys watching are from different parts of the world. Maybe crime levels where you're at are reasonable. In North America, where a lot of these break-ins happen and people are held at gunpoint, this is not something you play with, right? The same way I wouldn't go to Israel, start brandishing certain insignias and talk about death to some people. Different contexts, different cultures are going to have different sensibilities. North America, unfortunately, is just a place where a lot of this crime is commonplace. And especially in certain places, you see it on the news every day. This person was broken into, and people, like, I know so many people in my own life who've had their cars broken into, who've had their homes broken into, and what they'll tell you is it scarred them. It scarred them because you no longer feel safe in a lot of aspects, especially when it's your home. If you got kids and shit, that'll change you completely. I know people who've literally sold houses and moved to different areas because they couldn't handle what had happened to them. So these kids playing this prank, that's fucked up. Even if he don't get shot, it's so fucked up what they doing in the middle of the night. Because think about the terror that they're living with, not knowing what had happened. If they don't know it's a prank, they might think somebody's trying to break in. You might be affecting them permanently from that point on. So no, this is not a prank. The kid got shot. I don't give a fuck. Do I feel bad? No. Do I feel good about it? No either. Because it's not good that some kids died and people were traumatized. But I told y'all this before. A lot of people are going to have to die for something to happen about these stupid pranks. And when they do, I will not feel bad at all. Why? Because I think it's going to serve as a lesson for other people. And all you people around with people in their day-to-day lives, when it happens to you, you ain't never going to see me feel bad. Not a chance. 3 in the morning, crack of dawning, and I'm yawning.
I got questions.
God, I just want to do a couple rounds.
I got questions.
Cause I got this vest on. I got my bad boy on.
Can I ask my questions?
Since you're so serious and shit, whatever. Dude.
If you haven't graduated for high school yet, what the fuck are you doing outside at 3 a.m.?
Good question.
What the fuck are you doing outside
good
at
question.
3 a.m.?
My bad.
Before you get shot.
I'm stupid.
3 a.m. You haven't graduated high school.
What a good question.
You're gallivanting in a neighborhood you don't know.
Yeah.
Kicking people's door in.
Facts.
I got questions.
Was it a weekday?
I got questions.
If it was a weekday, that's wild.
I got questions.
Is school out?
No. For summer? No. Not yet. Even on a weekend. It's 3 in the morning. What are you doing? Upagin Kai?
That's a good question, bro. You got any more good questions? I should have thought of that.
Yeah, but you were too busy being mad. So, but I understand why you're mad.
True. Okay. What are the good questions you got?
Where are your parents at? Have you been to Virginia?
I've been to the DMV a few times.
There's some places that, you know.
I don't even think that really matters because people even in rural areas sometimes have their places broken into. Depending on where you're at, what suburbs is a thing. Listen, people own guns for a reason.
I got a question.
People own guns for a
another
reason.
question. What is the gun laws in Virginia?
You can own. You're allowed to carry.
Because that would have been to me the problem there.
He's not being charged for that.
But you're not being charged for that.
Yeah. I will
You're
say
ding dong ditching, and it's not even including a ding dong. You're caving people's door in.
Yeah.
And you're appalled at the fact that you got shot at and died.
Yeah. Not only are they terrorizing people, but they're also profiting from it. Get fucked. You should never be allowed to make money that way, in my opinion. You cannot take away people's safety or sense of safety and then think you can just walk off with that and make as much money as you want. Get fucked.
To all the friends of that guy, well, welcome to the real world whenever you do something, there's consequences.
Right.
You guys are no longer cute no more. You understand what I'm saying? You was a kid, that was cute, but you're no longer that. You're welcome to adulthood. Whenever you're gonna do something, there's gonna be repercussion and there's gonna be things that are gonna happen. Okay? You cannot cave someone's door in at 3 in the morning, not expect some fuck shit to happen.
He is a lacrosse player, though.
And
From what I understand, those people are immune to consequences.
how? Explain yourself.
Essentially, from what I understand, the moment you play lacrosse, life's just easier.
No. Anyways, yeah, I don't care either. I don't really feel no type of way. I don't have sympathy for that. You fucked up in a big time. It's unfortunate that your parents have to go through the grief of you being gone for such a dumb shit.
Here's the real injustice: some man sitting in jail. That's a real injustice.
But
it is
really,
crazy to me. And that his only mistake was shooting a white person. I think that's what I think. I'm gonna say it. I said it. I think with all the stand your ground shit that I've seen, all the self-defense cases I've seen in the States, the fact that this man's sitting in jail and here's like the only circumstance I could ever see where you make me feel like maybe he's supposed to stay in jail. If he popped open the door, saw them running and started shooting, maybe. But from what I understand, he shot them through the door, which means that they were banging on the door. He heard them and he started shooting, not knowing that maybe he got their back. But listen, I'll wait to hear more details, but this makes me think of that prankster that got shot up in the mall. And then when I saw what happened, I'm like, yeah, I don't give a shit. This is very similar. I think a lot of you need to do some finding out. Absolutely. Get shot.
If the guy that shot Trevor Martin is out,
George Zimmerman.
yeah, get that other person out.
It's also important to note different states, different laws.
100%.
You know, so that is a factor. But again,
but
to me, this looks like textbook self-defense, and I'm cool with it. So I'd be curious to see. I'll do follow-ups on this. But again, more pranksters need to go permanently. Oh, but this is a kid. Yeah, well, kids shouldn't do really stupid fucking adult things. It is not a kid thing to do to kick in random people's door. He did it in a neighborhood he don't fucking know either.
I had a fit.
Get the fuck out of here.
I was at a party at some point and some kid was playing with a toy gun. And I had a fit because that kid was brandishing the gun and pointing at me and clicking it. And I was like, yo, no. I don't know what the hell you think it is, but this not it, boy. This not him, my boy.
What kind of toy gun we talking?
The tip was not out.
Oh, so you couldn't tell it's
No, you really couldn't tell.
Now I understand.
It was like
I thought you were looking at like a Nerf gun or some shit. I'm like, nigga, you do too much. My bad. You're right.
You couldn't tell. I was like, yo, don't. I didn't crash out, but I was like, yo, what are you doing?
Okay.
Don't do stuff like that. And I was calling the kid, and the parents were there. Was like, what happened? Yeah, but it's just a toy. It's just the parents are like, it's just a toy. It's just like, nah.
Teach them good habits.
No, good habits. You don't point. It's not a game for everybody. You know what people went through. You don't know. You don't want, and you can't tell it's a gun.
That's my.
I'm the one. I'm the one. You're just consider yourself lucky that it's not a policeman patrolling the hood that feels some type of way. Don't know who or what age they got guns.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like, and then now you're gonna do that no, please, no, stop.
And people, I think, preach is overreacting. Look at this.
It's a shocking standoff between deputies and two brothers armed with a loaded gun.
Put it down for me, okay?
Oh, yes! Yes! Yo! Get that shit off my face, bro! I saw this!
Let it play, let it play, let it play, let it play.
Play it.
Just go ahead and drop that.
Put it down, babe. Go ahead and put it down for me, okay?
You're not in trouble, but you have to drop that and come talk to us, all right?
If there's a magazine inside the magazine well,
Put it down, baby.
they're playing with the gun back and forth. The one in the blue is trying to take it from the one in the orange.
Put it down, baby.
Just drop it, buddy.
Put it down, babe. You're okay. Put it down,
And
okay?
now the kid in the
We wanna
blue
put
and
all
green
these
has
away,
a
but we
firearm.
need you to put it down, baby.
Fuck, I don't want to do that. Just wait. Let's try to keep talking with them.
Hit the wall.
I want you to hit the wall.
Hey, put that. Just keep it down.
Sean,
Down.
I want you to hit the wall or hit the fence.
It's gonna hit the wall.
come on, Sean. Let's listen, okay, babe? We don't want to hurt you, honey.
Sean, this isn't a game no more. We're not playing a game right now. This is serious.
10:30.
40 going out. 40, 40, 40. Drop it! Drop it! Drop it, Sean! Load another one. Load another one. Drop it now! You're gonna get hit! Drop it! Drop it, both of you.
I don't even have the gun. I don't have the gun.
Get over here.
The 9-year-old responds by raising the gun and taking aim at the deputies. Officers say he actually pulled the trigger, but thank goodness the gun malfunctioned.
This could have turned out in the worst nightmare for the whole nation. For those deputies there, they're still reeling and having to deal with this, that they might have had to use deadly force in a 7 and a 9-year-old.
And there's so many parents I've seen have unsecured firearms with their kids. You actually hear stories about kids who go into their mom's purse, grab the gun, and then go to school with it and play around, and then they get confiscated. God forbid they shot somebody. And that's also happened too. So there's plenty of people who are irresponsible with gun ownership and around kids. So I understand what you're saying in that regards.
I've got questions.
Yeah.
7-year-old pointing the gun at the I don't even know how to collect myself to ask those questions, but you probably have the same questions as me, so I'll digress. I'll just keep on going.
Yeah. But yeah, so I just wanted to do this video about this prankster. You know what I mean? We're going to keep covering these people. Every time they pass, we're going to talk about it. We're going to spread some information, because all these stupid fucking TikTok trends need to end in the way that they're happening. There's probably some safe ways to do this. If you want to do this prank, maybe do it during the day. Don't kick in people's door at any time. But we need to get to a point now where if people are going to be doing these trends and their crimes, we need to pass legislation. There has to be some change to it. And I think that's coming down the pipeline. I truly believe. I think social media companies need to be held accountable because their algorithms are promoting this stuff. It should be illegal for them to do that.
And you're paying people to do that.
Especially for TikTok, which is geared to young people and very influential on them. It should be a mandatory thing where they don't allow this stuff to spread.
Yo, so you got killed over a trend. Like you're giving incentive for people to do those fuck shit things. So yes, they should definitely be held accountable for that. Ugh.
Let us know what y'all think.